everybody. Today we're going to be looking at minor root position triads. And the way I like to determine a minor triad, and probably what goes on in my head, is I see a major triad first. For instance, like an F major. And then I simply flat the third. So I have root third and the fifth, the A is the third, and we flat that to an A flat. So F A flat C becomes my F minor triad. And let's take another one. How about G major, GBD? And to save time, I'm just going to put a capital M up here for major. So that's G major. And our resulting minor triad would be G, B flat, D. This is small m. So let's do it that way. So let's hear what we have. We have F major, happy sound. F minor, a little sadder. G major, happy. G minor, a little more bleak. So for those of you who are more technical or theoretically minded, if we analyze a minor triad, we now have on the bottom a minor third. And that's why it sounds so sad, because you remember a major third, G to B, happy, minor third, sadder. So just by putting a D on the top or a fifth on the top really doesn't alter much. There's major and minor. And the important thing is you hear that bottom third going from major to minor. And the fifth really has no bearing on the triad. It's actually, as far as importance goes, and I'll get into this later, but it's actually the least important note because the fifth is also in the harmonic series of that bottom note. So unconsciously, whenever you hit a G and a B, for instance, down here, you're unconsciously hearing that D. And we'll talk about this later on when we discuss harmonics. So back to basics. Minor triad has a minor third on the bottom and a major third on top, but you don't have to know this. You really don't have to know this. All you have to know is the G major scale, and you know the first, third, and the fifth notes of the G major scale are GBD, and then it's easy, you just go G, B flat, D for the minor. And this way it eliminates all this use of your brain memorizing how many steps are in these intervals, and it makes it a lot easier. Okay, on the outside we still have the G to D, which is a perfect fifth. So enough of that. All right, let's do a few others. How about if I take bass clef now, and we take an A major triad, which you already know, A, C sharp, E. It's the first, third, and the fifth notes of the A scale. So that will be our large M for major. And now we're going to take that C sharp and lower it to what's known as a C natural. A, C, E, and that's minor. So A minor is A, C, E. And I just want to mention, I don't know if we've ever discussed natural signs, but say you were in the same measure, these two chords were in the same measure, say they were half notes this time in a measure of 4 beats. So we have A, C sharp, E, and then instead of this, I wanted you to play A, C, E, and it's in the same measure. So I would have to write a natural sign, which is an L and then an upside down L next to that C. And let's try a few others. Let's go back to treble clef. And how about if we had F sharp, A sharp, C sharp, which is F sharp major, big M. So we have to lower the A sharp to an A natural. So we just have F sharp, A, and C sharp. And that's our minor variation on F sharp. And what if we had G flat major, G flat, B flat, D flat? What happens then? That's our big M for major, G flat major. Well, we have to still have some kind of G, B, and D. So we have G flat. Could just write the G, B, D in first. And then I have to lower the B flat to a B double flat. And then I retain my D flat on top. And again, this looks very confusing, but it's exactly enharmonically, it's the enharmonic equivalent of F sharp minor, right? G flat, B double flat, D flat is the equivalent of F sharp, A, C sharp. So this is our minor. Now let's do a couple more. How about bass clef? If I have A flat major, A flat, C, E flat, the minor would be A flat, C flat, E flat. Big M, small m. And let's do one more. How about B major? B, D sharp, F sharp is B major, big M. Minor, I would lower that D sharp to a D natural. B, just plain old D, and then F sharp on top. That's my B minor triad. So here's our sheet. Just like the major root position triads, we have a harmonic presentation of the triad, and then a melodic presentation, going up, coming down. And additionally, I'd like to define the root position minor triads in terms of major scales. So in this case, we could say a root position minor triad equals 1 flat 3 5 of any major scale. So we have C minor here, and we know C major is C, E, G, so C minor is C, E flat, G. So let's read C, E flat, G, G, E flat, C. C, E flat, G, G, E flat, C. Let's do melodic. C, E flat, G, G, E flat, C. Treble clef, C, E flat, G, G, E flat, C. Good. And let's take a look at C sharp minor. And if you remember C sharp major, all of the notes were sharped. So for major, we had C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, and now we lower the third from an E sharp to an E natural. So let's read C sharp, E, G sharp, E, C sharp. Up here, C sharp, E, G sharp, E, C sharp. Bass clef, melodic, C sharp, E, G sharp, E, C sharp. And treble, C sharp, E, G sharp, E, C sharp. And if you remember, D major was D, F sharp, A. Now it's D, F, A for minor. So let's try this. D, F, A, F, D. D, F, A, F, D. Bass clef, melodic. D, F, A, F, D. Treble, D, F, A, F, D. Remember, you try to say these really fast. I know this could be your first time reading these skips and everything, but you want to practice it where you can just go DFA, AFD. You don't want to be thinking of individual notes. All right, the next one we're going to look at is D sharp minor, and you're probably asking, why is Rick asking us to do D sharp minor? There's no D sharp major scale that I can base information about a minor on. And the reason is, if you understand what D sharp minor is, then I can explain to you what D sharp diminished is. That's an important chord to know. And after that, a D sharp diminished seventh chord will come up a lot in our discussions of chords. So let's quickly go through D sharp minor. If D minor is D, F, A, then D sharp minor just has everything sharped. D sharp, F sharp, A sharp, F sharp, D sharp. And up here, D sharp, F sharp, A sharp, F sharp, D sharp. Let's do melodic. D sharp, F sharp, A sharp, F sharp, D sharp, treble clef, D sharp, F sharp, A sharp, F sharp, D sharp. So E flat minor here is the N harmonic equivalent of D sharp minor. And if you remember, E flat major is E flat G, B flat. So we've lowered the middle G to a G flat. The third of the triad, I should say. So now we have E flat, G flat, B flat, B flat, G flat, E flat. Up here, E flat, G flat, B flat, B flat, G flat, E flat. Bass clef melodic, E flat, G flat, B flat, B flat, G flat, E flat. Treble clef, E flat, G flat, B flat, B flat, G flat, E flat. And if you remember, E major was E, G sharp, B. So we lower the G sharp to a G natural. So now we have just EGB, BGE. Let's go faster. EGB, BGE. Once again, EGB, BGE. Good. Melodic, EGB, BGE. Treble, EGB, BGE. And F major is F, A, C, so F minor is F, A flat, C. So let's read. F, A flat, C, C, A flat, F. Up here, F, A flat, C, C, A flat, F. Melodic, F, A flat, C, C, A flat, F. Treble, F, A flat, C, C, A flat, F. And as we already saw, F sharp major was F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. So we're lowering the third, which is A sharp, to an A natural. So let's read. Now we have F sharp, A, C sharp, A, F sharp, treble, F sharp, A, C sharp, A, F sharp, melodic bass, F sharp, A, C sharp, A, F sharp, treble clef, F sharp, A, C sharp, A, F sharp. All right, page 2, I've added more notes because you're going to see G minor up here and down here. It's very likely that that'll happen, so I've just added the extra notes. So G major is G, B, D, therefore G minor is G, B flat, D. So let's read. G, B flat, D, D, B flat, G. Let's come down here. G, B flat, D, D, B flat, G. Go up to treble clef. G, B flat, D, D, B flat, G. Let's come down to the melodic, and let's take the bottom note of the octave. G, B flat, D, D, B flat, G. Upper note, G, B flat, D, D, B flat, G. Okay, treble clef, G, B flat, D, D, B flat, G. All right, we're up to G sharp, and here we have another instance of not having a G sharp major scale, but I do want you to learn G sharp minor because you're also going to have to know G sharp diminished and G sharp diminished seventh. So let's get started with this. We have G sharp, B, D sharp, B, G sharp. Up here, G sharp, B, D sharp, B, G sharp. Good. Bottom notes of the octave, G sharp, B, D sharp, B, G sharp. Top notes, G sharp, B, D sharp, B, G sharp. And treble clef, G sharp, B, D sharp, B, G sharp. Great. And we know A flat major is A flat, C, E flat. Therefore, A flat minor is A flat, C flat, E flat. So let's read. A flat, C flat, E flat, E flat, C flat, A flat. Come on down here. A flat, C flat, E flat, E flat, C flat, A flat, treble clef. A flat, C flat, E flat, E flat, C flat, A flat, bottom note of the octave. A flat, C flat, E flat, E flat, C flat, A flat, top note. A flat, C flat, E flat, E flat, C flat, A flat, treble clef. A flat, C flat, E flat, E flat, C flat, A flat, and we're done with that. And here's A minor, A, C, E, and A major was A, C sharp, E. So let's read. Let's try to go fast. A, C, E, E, C, A. A, C, E, E, C, A. Up here, A, C, E, E, C, A. All right, let's do the bottom. A, C, E, E, C, A. Top notes, A, C, E, E, C, A. And let's do this twice. A, C, E, E, C, A. Again, A, C, E, E, C, A. Great. And again, you're going to need to know what an A sharp minor triad is if, in order to understand an A sharp diminished triad. So let's just quickly go through this. It's A sharp, C sharp, E sharp, A sharp, C sharp, E sharp. I just want to quickly go through it. A sharp, C sharp, E sharp. And down here, A sharp, C sharp, E sharp, E sharp, C sharp, A sharp, A sharp, C sharp, E sharp, E sharp, C sharp, A sharp, A sharp, C sharp, E sharp, E sharp, C sharp, A sharp. Good. Okay, this is B flat minor, and we know that B flat major is B flat, D, F. So B flat minor is, here we go, B flat, D flat, F, F, D flat, B flat down here, B flat, D flat, F, F, D flat, B flat, treble. B flat, D flat, F, F, D flat, B flat. Melodic, bottom note of the octave, B flat, D flat, F, F, D flat, B flat. Top note, B flat, D flat, F, F, D flat, B flat, treble clef, B flat, D flat, F, F, D flat, B flat. And last but not least is B minor. You already know that B major is B, D sharp, F sharp. So B minor has B, D, F sharp. Let's read. B, D, F sharp, D, B. Up here, B, D, F sharp, D, B. Down here, sorry, got out of order. B, D, F sharp, D, B. And let's take a look at the octaves, bottom note. B, D, F sharp, D, B. Top note of the octave, B, D, F sharp, D, B. Okay, treble clef, B, D, F sharp, D, B. Let's do one more time. B, D, F sharp, D, B. And that's it for root position minor triads. Next lesson will be on root position diminished triads. So for homework, I would recommend printing out these sheets. They're available to you free of charge in the description section below. And just write and write and write. For example, write in all of the notes. C, E flat, G. Better thing is just get a piece of manuscript paper and just write out everything right from scratch, and then also write in the notes. Again, the more writing you do, the easier it will be to read in the long run. And that's it for root position minor triads. Next lesson will be on root position diminished triads. And please hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying these lessons, and I'll see you next time.